So guys, we got. Oh man, you're now Hassie and Jinxie. I completely stuffed this up. Jeez, I'm not off to a good start, are we? Okay. Do we have to set it up? Oh yeah, we have to do it again. Okay. Just kidding. Okay, we got Kiyo here from DXA. How you going, man? You gonna smile now since you've won?
Yeah. Something to smile about in my life.
Yep.
Actually got through relegation. Let's fucking go. Oh, can I swear?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Or no swearing?
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. How was that relegations run? I mean, you had to win. You had to win 4 BO3s in a row. Okay. How hard is that to do? And also, not to mention, it's BO3 next day, BO3 next day, BO3, and you work as well.
Yeah, it's not the greatest schedule. 1 BO3 a day from Tuesday to Sunday is a little bit outrageous in my opinion. But well, we got through it. I kind of wish it was pretty hard because you think about a lot of things from like days before, but you just got to lock in, I think. But it was alright.
Also, what's the cat's name? Okay, that's a very important question. Everyone's asking.
This is Cleo and this is Channy.
Okay. Who's your
She's 15 and Channy's like, I don't even know, 8.
Jeez. They move around. They're very old. Jeez.
Bit old?
Yeah, bit old. So, will they be here when you get into ESL Pro League eventually? Like, they'll be like cheering you on?
Oh, yeah. For sure in the back. They've been in the back since my first MDL appearance, so they've been with me the whole way.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd have won relegations if they went behind me, like here.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about it. Like, you played with Lou and stuff previously as well. How was that first experience in MDL? Yeah, you played with the Brit guy. Like, his name is Lou. Or you played
I did not play with that guy.
You did not?
Or against... I haven't played against him or with him ever.
Really?
I played with, in my first season, I was with Silix, which was like Mega 2F, Yellow, Papadoxy.
Oh yeah, Papadoxy.
Shrine or Seeker.
It was Doxy, that's right. Yeah. How was it like playing with those guys?
That's the Brit.
Yeah.
It was a crazy experience because at the time I was a total noob. But it was a good learning curve. Yellow helped me out a bunch. I haven't really spoken to a bunch of them in ages though. But it was, I don't know, we made MDL finals. I somehow piggybacked a ride to MDL finals, and then next MDL season we lost every single game. And then that was the end of my time in that team. That was a bit sketch.
So obviously,
I think I dropped. What's up?
Yeah, continue.
Sorry.
Continue.
There you go.
There you go.
I was gonna say I dropped like I averaged like maybe 6 kills, 5 kills a map that entire season. I was like the worst AWPer ever. But look at me now.
Oh yeah, definitely. I remember back in the days talking about Edian, for example. Like for Edian, he was horrible in 1v1s. Okay, like you just could not trust him to win 1v1s in the first few times it was in ESA Prem. And then I think he clutched against Alistair, and I'm just like, he's in. He's not going to lose a 1v1.
Unlocked.
Yeah. But overall, with the second team in particular, what was the second team you made ESA Prem or MDL with? Was it DXA?
After what was it? What were they called again?
Arena?
Silix. I joined Neo's team, which was Sanguine at the time, and we made ANZ champs with Sanguine. I think we ended up placing 9th to 11th that season.
Yeah.
Which was like, I don't even know, Neo, Swede, Rain Styles, me and someone else, Sinister maybe, or Oath. And then after that was Arena, then after that was DXA. But it's been like 4 years, 4 years. So I've been around for a while, even though I kind of feel like a newbie.
How do you feel about your gameplay from back then to now? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, has it improved greatly?
I think it's gotten much better. I would say greatly because, I don't know, back then I used to be, I don't know, really not confident. I'd be playing rounds and just like having no idea what I was doing. Just like freestyling everything. But I feel like now I have like an accurate read of the game, of my role, and like it feels 10 times more comfortable to play. Because I remember playing back in like Silix and sometimes even Sanguine, you just be like in a spot in a round and just so uncomfortable like the entire game. But I think I've grown quite a bit.
With the different
good again.
Is it due to maybe a different styles of IGL, so you could get get used to a lot of different roles of that all. Because obviously you had Yellow, who's, I'm going to say, very underrated as an IGL. And then you had your various IGLs in Sanguine and DXA, like Lucas and Motion and whatnot.
Yeah. I actually rate Yellow's IGLing. It was pretty solid, and it really accommodated for like less skilled players in the roster, like let them learn their spots. Neo, great IGL. Too bad that guy's mental boom is insane. Neo is actually a fucking crazy IGL, but you know, he kind of sacked it. Roffelco, GOAT. I don't even know how he managed to IGL Arena and DXA. He really cooked up fucking Storm there. Got us to fucking ECL, and then...
They let James IGL? What?
Yeah. Before Motion joined the team, Roffelco was IGLing. A little bit cooked. And then Motion came in and started IGLing. And then ever since Motion left, I've been IGLing. So like all the relegation, like a month before relegation, I've been AWP IGLing.
Sorry,
so it's been a fucking journey.
It's definitely. I'm trying to take this in. Like, yeah, I'm trying to imagine James IGLing. Is he like?
He tweaking. He's constantly. He's like microing everyone. It's fucking crazy.
Does he go full Katie when that he wins? Does he go full Katie?
Yeah, actually, he loses his mind. I think he's very glad he's not IGLing anymore, because I think that was a very stressful job for him, especially when he was like entering and stuff like that.
Stressful for him, his brains, or stressful for his voice? Which one?
Both. You should have seen like spectating that guy while he's IGLing. He's like screaming, he's fucking clearing every corner like instantly. He's tweaking, he dies, he like doesn't get traded. You just hear him like, ah. Like you could tell towards the end of his IGLing, he was definitely getting frustrated with us, because we were like not living up to the talent we have. But it feels a lot better now.
So you're IGLing, okay? What sort of style of IGLing do you have? Are you the passive James style, or you're the aggressive Dexter sort of style? Like, where do you fit, like, with your IGLing? Like, who do you take a lot from in particular?
I don't. Maybe more of a James, but I just like to play really default heavy, and then let my like stars, maybe Lucas, or all my players are insane, by the way. Let Lucas or Rocky or even like James like call their plays in the default, or if I want to like base around me, I'll like do that every time, because I have like, you know, free will to do whatever I want, which is good. So it's like a bit of a mixture of just like really heavy defaulting and like letting my team help me make reads and make plays. It's definitely not like a dictatorship or anything. It's a very team-based thing. I would say during relegations versus deadweight the first time, I sort of like, when we were playing Nuke, I was having a bad game. It was like a bit of a headache, and I kind of just like was having a lot of trouble calling, and we had Lucas, Craig Coach was playing, and then Roffelco all like came in and started calling the rounds themselves, and that was like super nice. So it's good to know like when I'm having a bad game and I can't like execute my gameplay, that they can like do the work for me so I can get back in the game. It was really good.
And also Roffelco, like, you know, the IGLing seemed to be Roffelco, go kill, go entry, win round. That seems like the last 6 rounds you won.
Yeah. Bro, he calls his own plays. That's all him. I call default and he's like, yeah, let's do this, and then someone gonna flash a mid. Yep, fucking sprint down the mid player on Dust 2. Beautiful. That guy is fucking crazy. Yeah. Roffelco is easily the best player I've ever fucking played with. He just... Did you see, I don't know if you could see, Raleigh question marked us in the chat after one of our rounds.
Yeah, I did see that.
And then Roffelco aced the next round, and then I don't want to say the half was on him after they got obliterated 8-4, but Raleigh need to think about that one.
Oh, dude, I'm going to say, like, in particularly, what was it, like, on Dust 2, when you first deadweight, was the unders rush through middle, and then the middle to short rush on catwalk, and then the long rush. I'm just like, fuck me, is deadweight going to be able to throw any nades without one of you fuckers just spraying M4s? Like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, right. I love our team composition. Even though Jeremy's not, or Motion's not playing anymore, I think we have like a super good mix of players, because I'm not hyper aggro, but I'm not passive. And then you got Roffelco, who's going to fucking lose his mind running in. And we got Zuko now, official 5th, worst kept secret ever. He's going to be behind him. And then we got Rocky and Lucas cleaning it up. So I think it's going to be super good next season, despite maybe like a bit of a rough relegation. I mean, the KZG game was close.
Also going to say, obviously, DXA have obviously exchanged a lot of rosters. I think, I know you've lost a bit best. I think Sunshines was on DXA at one point. How do you deal with like the core being completely overhauled and trying to run a season at the same time?
Oh, it's so hard. I don't want to partially blame our third last ECL placing on that, but we had Motion and Hugh join. Then we had Helix, then we had Motion and Hugh join instead of like as replacements, and then like Bebas went to China, so Helix and Bebas out, Motion and Hugh in. Then Hugh quits, and then we get Falcon. Falcon then quits, and then we get I don't even know. I forgot.
Because it felt like that was a revolving door. Like it felt like a revolving door, and like it was. I think it was like Banana. I think he had Banana at one stage as well. But yeah.
Yeah, have one of the Chinese Hong Kong masterminds.
Yep.
Sunshine's even helped us beat Rooster in one of the maps. That guy's fucking crazy.
I do remember that.
Even though he doesn't play. Yeah. Also him as well. Like it's crazy. Arena and DXA have just like 25 players they've cycled between. It's a bit fucked.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. But I think now we actually have a stable roster and schedule, so hopefully next season ECL is not as chalked and we can lock in a bit better.
Because lock in a bit better in particular. God, you guys I would say overall, like I think the season went okay for you guys. I think you guys got on a very unlucky end. But how do you feel about the ECL season overall? Like, were you guys happy that you can get directly relegated, or like what was your feeling on that season?
Yeah, it was a little bit hard because the rosters obviously, but we still had like some close games. We had a close game against Mind Freak, like 13-11. We took a map off Arcade. I think we took a map off Vantage. I don't remember. Maybe not. Maybe it was a different tournament. But like
I can check
the
it out
games
for you.
weren't super crazy one-sided, and like considering our situation and our schedule, I think it's like we didn't get relegated was basically the goal, to be honest. Like approaching the end of the season. But I think it is what it is. Lock in for next season.
Yep.
And like, yeah.
You definitely took a map of Vantage 16-12 on Nuke. You got that right. Bang on.
Yeah. No idea how that happened. Okay.
Oh, you summoned MJ, and then MJ didn't get summoned, and Monods who could actually talk crap to MJ that they lost to their team. Okay, that's exactly what happened. But this is
100%.
Important question in particular for other younger IGLs, because IGL's a very difficult job in Australia. What tips and tricks would you give to them in particular? When they're leading for random players, basically. What sort of advice would you give them, basically?
I'm a pretty fresh IGL, but what I would say is look at your players and identify what style you think will work best. So we kind of transitioned from being in the old arena rosters, we were really scrappy, and that was really good for us because we had a lot of aggressive players. But we kind of I took a step back, me and Rofko, and we changed our system because our play, it's just not working with these set of players. So I would say figure out what your players want and talk about a system you like together, where there's lots of set rounds, lots of defaults, or just IGL is not a one-person role by any means, so it can be super stressful if your teammates aren't helping or aren't very independent. But I think that would be the main thing to figure out how you want to play the game, or else, and set up some rounds so that instead of people, when there's no structure, they're thinking and playing, but if you've set it all out, you can autopilot and focus on your crosshair. So I think that would be probably the main thing. I can't really think of any other ones, to be honest.
Yep. So with the
kind of a lot of assistance.
With the defaults in particular, is it kind of like chess, I suppose? Where you have a default and there's a lot of variations to that default to keep essentially the other team guessing?
Yeah, there's a very standard default, and then there's multiple defaults, of course. You can default long, you can default lowers, you can take your objectives can be different. But I think there's definitely it's up to the players in the default, because Dust is very spawn based, for example. But
exactly.
We're always ready to make a variation on the default. One person's cool. If someone calls something with certainty, Lucas defaulting long, we should go long. They just left long, and then we can late take long, and we'll all shift our we'll sort ourselves out. I think it's been pretty good.
Yeah. Also, gotta say, it was your first official on Vertigo. Okay. How was your first official on Vertigo? Okay, I believe that was the first official in Australia. How did you enjoy that map in particular? Because I talked
actually.
Yeah, because I talked to Hassie and Jinxie about it, and they just felt like A was so much easier to defend. They could put that second player on B. How did you guys experience like Vertigo?
Yeah, it was definitely A was. I remember playing retake on A on the old version of Vertigo, and it's very like cutthroat.
Mm-hmm.
Like having sidewalk closed. I remember one round they like rushed up ramp, we like went 2 for 2, and it was 3v3, and the retake was just it's like so seamless because sidewalk isn't this fucking crazy funnel where a pistol will destroy you.
Yeah.
I think it's a good change for the map because ramp was like, well, just retaking A was so difficult. There's so many like small chokes.
Yeah.
I think it's. I personally am not a fan of Vertigo, but I think the map is better after the change for sure.
I actually mentioned that as well, talking about the retake, because they were trying to hold you off on that retake on that 3v3, and they were just shooting us all of us from different angles, so pretty much the same.
It's like so disorientating. Getting shot at from angles you like don't even know exist. Because there's like fucking a whole catwalk down the side now. Like, yeah, I think it's a good change. Overall.
Also, last but not least, obviously there are teams below you, and of course wanted to get into ECL. What sort of advice would you give to those teams?
I would say don't make any roster changes for sure. I think that's like a fucking crazy issue these lower teams have. They like play a season, have a bad season, and then they just like switch out the person who played the worst. Or I think a lot of like a big part of success is like keeping your core and like building up your team's fundamental skills. So like it's never one person's fault. Like I think that's like a bit ridiculous of an absolute. So I think keep your roster, like improve your fundamentals, and just like I think that's literally the simplest way to put it, to be honest.
So overall, what do you want to say to your fans? Because your fans love you, and they want to see you smile. What do you say to them? Okay, for getting out relegations.
Yeah, finally touched up a bit. Here, look, I'm smiling. Shout out to Coach Cray. Me and him, because he's my brother. If anyone didn't know, Coach Cray is my brother, and we work at the same place. So we're cooking stuff up in the office outside of hours. We're going fucking crazy. So shout out to him, shout out to Motion, everyone who played in season, Motion, Hugh, Jimmy, I don't even remember, everyone, my teammate Lucas, Roshan, Roffelco, and myself, obviously. I think we've done really well. I don't think I have any fans really, maybe it's because I'm a bit of a silly man, but hopefully DXA will fucking clap in ESL.
I don't know, they keep saying Kiyo, and then they put the O's out, even though it's just me. But anyway, I think you got a lot of fans. You never know. You got a lot of appreciation. It's usually the haters that are the loudest, and the fans are the quietest, generally.
True. Neo Cole is my number one fucking hater. Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Neo.
No, Neo's not your number one hater, mate. Neo's everyone's number one hater. He's cheating on all of us.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Anyways, thanks for coming on, and thanks to you guys in the crowd for being here. And hope you guys have a lovely night. See you guys later.
Alright, bye-bye. Thank you, Josh.